Please be sure to support the video we reacted to today by clicking the link at the top. Enjoy the show! Alright, this one is from 4 months ago. This is from 3 months ago. Didn't we already watch this one? I feel like I have. I remember this, the thumbnail, I remember seeing that scene. I know it's not filmed in here, but I really feel like I've seen that one before. Alright, screw it, let's just play it and see what happens.
In the following video.
If I recognize it, I'll stop, but otherwise, I'll farm it. Why not? We'll freaking... I'll post it up anyways. As always, my dudes, please go like, follow, subscribe to literally everyone we react to today. Bizarre Bob, I will make sure, like, freaking I haven't been freaking doing it. I will make sure I go back. And I promise you all, I will give credit where credit is due to the other videos we reacted to today. I'm so sorry, Sensitive Society, and I'll also be posting up the original, where the frick is I'm freaking looking for Discord, moron, not freaking, there you go. Oh, I did put up the Sensitive Society video! Look at me, like a freaking professional VTuber monkey. I actually did post it up. Oh, it's on the Discord, my dudes! Go check it out! Please like and subscribe to everyone that we freaking... and also, because they deserve it way more than I do, let's be honest. So please go, as well as, like, if you get the, I'll move myself over to the left, because I think Bizarre Bub tends to put the labels on the right here, from the look of it. My bad. Didn't mean to jump scare you there. If that was, I'm gonna go over here because it looks like the TikTok labels are over there, and I want you guys to be able to go find anyone that we react to on there as well. Go check it out, or I'll suck your toes in the middle of the night without you knowing. Let's go. Go like and subscribe to their channels. Play.
Video.
I'm gonna be like
Two
this.
security guards
will be like, hey, psst, hey, psst, hey, psst, 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 hey, psst, psst. I'm a ghost. That's the sound of me sucking on your big toe. Sorry, I got a little bit of saliva stuck in my throat.
Looking at footage captured by a 360-degree security camera. Something very strange happened the night before, and they think the camera outside their building recorded the incident. The two guards scrolled through the footage to see if the camera caught it. The guards look at every angle captured by the security camera, but unfortunately, nothing unusual stands out. That is, until they see this.
See what? Okay, what's with the zoom in? I can. Why does every freaking ghost freaking have to have just 240p freaking? Why? Every freaking ghost video. It's this freaking absurd 240p. Okay. What is he lighting? He's like burning paper or something. Bro, why are you so zoomed in? What, are you recording this on your... Are you recording security footage on your phone?
The night guards are stumped. Somehow, the woman standing in the street just disappears. She seemingly vanishes without a trace after lighting up something that goes ablaze. But further adding to the strangeness is what ensues. The smoke, according to viewers, seems to form the image of a skull. It's hard to see at first, but the night guards point this out.
Does it? What happened? You lagging out, Chaos?
It's for this reason, among others, that the guards believe something supernatural was caught on camera. Now possibly, the skull could have simply...
I'm trying to see the skull. Nah. The skull thing, I don't know about the skull thing. I think we're just, it's pretty natural for us to just like see things that are not there and like smoke and other stuff like that. That's just the human brain playing tricks on us. I definitely didn't notice it. Like if it was super obvious, I feel like I would have like seen it or mentioned it or noticed it even if I didn't say it and mention it. But nah. Now that person disappearing though, that's a pretty cool trick. I'm wondering, like, I would love to see a different camera angle. It looks like there aren't multiple camera angles. Can I see from behind? Because they only show us from the front, and obviously you have access to all the different angles. Can we see every single angle?
It's for this reason, among others, that the guards believe something supernatural was caught on camera.
May have.
Now possibly, the skull could have simply been a case of pareidolia. But as for the woman who disappears, well, that seems a bit strange. This incident took place in Argentina in the city of Chimbas, where many residents have yet to figure out the mystery of this footage.
Yeah, I want to see this angle. Do it again, but at this angle.
In this next video, a group of
Sorry, that one didn't convince me. Mainly because they're not showing me the other angles.
friends are exploring a large parking lot filled with buses that are no longer in use. Each bus, according to them, is defunct. But the reason they're here isn't just to look at old buses, but instead to see if anything strange happens while being there. Rumor has it, the property is haunted. The Soyapango district in El Salvador, where these buses are located, has seen a lot of creepy things on this property. From shadow figures to...
I'm not saying this is the most excellent, perfect hobo spot. But what I am saying is that hobos do like to sleep on these buses. And so if you just have an abandoned freaking bus yard...
look like passengers sitting down inside a bus, to a bus that occasionally honks its horn late at night. Residents avoid coming here at all costs. But to Henry Portillo and his friends, this was a perfect spot for some excitement. Although fun at first, things got
the two L's sound like yo.
Serious.
The amount of times people have corrected me for that, like whenever at work, which is awesome. I always try to make sure I pronounce it as best as I possibly can. I take pride in the fact that a lot of people, especially Russian and German, were like super surprised at like my pronunciation of their last names. Only after they said it, though. I definitely didn't get it like just from reading. That's not
to a neighbor who lives right next to the parking lot. This happens.
Bark? The light is on. Wait, do they just have access to this bus yard or what? Can I just say, this is why I love wide-angle lenses, because I would be able to see, like, and this is shout out to all of my ghost hunters out there. Freaking grab a, get a freaking ultra-wide! I want to see the whole bus. I want to see this door, and I want to see the other door to make sure that there's no person in there who has just turned on the vehicle and left the switch on, because again, these are defunct buses. That doesn't mean the battery's dead, but, like, just turn the ignition to where the light turns on in the back, and then as, like, if this is about to go towards that door and enter without showing us the other door to make sure that nobody has exited, or potentially, you know, they could have even set it up before we got there, who knows, like, there's too many variables here, like, which is why an ultra-wide is so useful. I hate these freaking vertical videos like this. Yeah, we see the lights on. Again, if I'm walking up on a place, let me ask you this at home, right? If I'm walking up on the place, like, ooh, I'm about to check out this bus, like, this is a nice parking lot, and I see the lights turn on for a vehicle, let me ask you, is the first thing you do is go investigate the freaking light, or is it to see if there's anybody in the driver's seat? This is already fake. This is as fake as it gets, just based on what human reaction, like, I know how to be a human. You see, I have studied humans, because you see, as being the monkey that I am, I sometimes like to observe you humans, and you guys are pretty interesting. You guys tend to react in very similar ways, I say. Like, I'm just saying, logic here does not dictate, let's go stare at this freaking light for 2 minutes. Like, logic just dictates, what the frick? Who just turned that on? Who turned that on? Is that a person or a ghost? Is that a person? Is there a real person in there? You get me? That's, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I'm not saying nothing. I'm just saying. What would you do?
Está encendida la luz del pupichos.
Oh, look at that. Now they're gonna go. investigate if there's anybody in the bus in the front. Ah, crazy. Freaking A. Okay, so they're easily accessible.
Miren, bichos.
So for sure.
Miremos si no hay nadie adentro.
Oh, Hobo can get in there.
Miremos si no hay nadie adentro.
He's telling them to go check if there's anyone in there.
Just when the group
Why
was
aren't
beginning
you,
to have
cameraman?
doubts about the place,
The frick
they
you
see
mean?
this.
You're the cameraman. You're the guy. You're the designated, like, first person to die. Like, go up there. What do you mean? I'm sorry, but that's how this works. You're gonna be the guy, the point man. You're the camera guy. Do you know how boring Cloverfield would have been if the cameraman, like, didn't go investigate stuff?
The tail
What are you
light
doing?
on the bus is somehow turned on.
What, I gotta
After
teach these
checking to
ghost
see if
hunters
there
how to be
might be
ghost hunters
anything
now?
to explain this, they find nothing. Although it could be that only certain parts of the bus work, they found it creepy that this happened out of nowhere in a place that is said to be haunted. Not really sure how to explain this, and feeling a bit spooked, the group walks away and explores the rest of the town. But when looking back at the buses from far away, they see this.
I missed out on
The
that
group
context.
that only
I'm so
certain
sorry,
parts of the
everyone.
bus
I was
work,
adjusting my-
they found it creepy
myself.
that this happened out of nowhere in a place that is said to be haunted. Not really sure how to explain this, and feeling a bit spooked, the group walks away and explores the
Like,
rest of
I feel like maybe we should go take a quick look. Did it look like the
Miremos si no hay nadie.
turn on the light?
Miren,
Yeah,
bichos.
I want to go in there and see if there's a key in the ignition. Because if there's a key in the ignition, you guys are absolutely faking this. You got access to the key somehow.
about the place. They see
so
the bus work. They found it
why didn't he
creepy
go
that
inside
this
the
happened
bus?
out of nowhere in a place
Darn
that is
it, I
said to be
freaking-
haunted.
Y'all don't understand. I'm
Not
gonna
really
remind
sure how
y'all
to
because in
explain
case we
this,
haven't been
and
watching a
feeling a
lot of
bit
these.
spooked,
I
the
want
group
ghosts to
walks
be
away
real.
and explores the rest of the town.
I so freaking
But
badly want them
when
to be
looking
real.
back at the buses from far away, they see this.
Like, y'all gotta understand, I am a spiritual person. I believe in the ghosts. I know they real. I just freaking want, like, I want evidence I could, like, have and just be, like, freaking in your face to everyone. You get me? But it needs to be freaking, like,
Ah, no mames, güey.
what happened? It needs to be, like, beyond the shadow of a doubt, like,
Explores the rest of the town. But when looking back at the buses from far away, they see this.
what are they seeing? What am I supposed to see? Hold up.
Ah, no mames, güey.
What's happening? I don't see it.
Ay, Dios mío.
Were there like lights flashing or something? Oh, I see it now.
Ay, Dios mío.
Oh, I see it now. Okay, there's like a person. It's super difficult. It's like right here.
Ay, Dios mío.
Hold up. Okay, they zoomed in. I was gonna zoom in on my thing.
No mames.
Can you shine the light on him again? Like right now. You guys have a flashlight? Can you shine it on him again?
Oiga.
Yeah, no, keep the camera
¿Qué
on him.
quieres?
Stop moving the camera! The camera must not move! Flash the flashlight on him. Flashlight. Flashlight. Direct the beam. Flashlight.
A la madre, güey.
Flashlight. You were just shining a flashlight. Flashlight!
In the distance,
Alright, I'm gonna go back even like back to when they were using the
looking back at the
flashlight. You can
buses
see
from
he's
far
using the
away,
flashlight there.
they see this.
Or is that light is that dead on him?
Ah, no mames, güey.
They see this.
Nah, it's pretty much
Not really
there
sure how to
from the
explain
beginning of the
this,
clip.
and feeling a bit spooked, the group walks away and explores the rest of the town. But when looking back at the buses from far away,
Yeah, from the moment this clip starts, that thing is there.
they see this.
No mames. Ay, Dios mío.
Yeah, it kind of feels like even with the flashlight on him, it's still a dead, dark shadow of a figure. It's so interesting that it looks like it's wearing a shirt. Like, I feel like I'm seeing a shirt, like, you know, like an actual, like, physical thing, then it turns into smaller arms, you know what I'm saying? Like, it has a shape.
Oiga.
It has a defined
¿Qué
shape.
quieres? Miren.
That's a trend, dude.
A la madre, güey.
I mean, don't get me wrong, it could easily be fit, like, that could easily be someone down there or whatever, but wow, that one's a good one. I
In
like
the
that one.
distance, the silhouette of a
I
dark
swear.
figure stands next to a bus.
I hope there's not, bro, because I'm not gonna put it off, but
It appears
out of
to
the
stand in
equation, you
place
know,
without moving an
freaking-
inch. Seeing this was enough to make everyone's blood run cold.
If there is one,
This
it's gonna be my
unusual figure
screaming
had
from
a
being
very
genuinely
uncanny
scared, I'll be
quality.
honest.
Upon seeing this, the group knew it was time to leave. The video ends with the group heading out, but it's unknown if they went back down to the buses before they left.
Go back down there.
Given this clip, they most likely stayed away.
We just
The group
found a
certainly
ghost.
thinks that they
Why
caught
are
a
you
ghost
running
on
away?
camera or something like
film
that.
it more.
But
That's
as
what we
with most
wanted. That's why you
videos,
showed up here.
what was
That's the whole
captured
reason you drove
remains a
down
mystery.
here. It's literally the whole reason you freaking drove down here was to drop my freaking glasses. It's the whole
Now,
reason
in
you drove
previous
down here was to
videos,
get
I've
this
included
footage.
clips of
Why are
kids
you
who
running
either
away
say
right when the
or see
freaking action
things that
starts to
aren't there.
happen?
In some of these cases, parents don't believe anything strange is going
Why
on
else did we come
until
here?
they see
Why else did we
footage
go to the
or
freaking car
images
park?
of
Why
the
else were we
so-called
at the car
imaginary
park?
friend who their child
We
has
were
been
here for the
seeing.
freaking ghost.
Like those videos, this one is just as unsettling. Susan Murlock is the mother of a 2-year-old girl who one day told her something very concerning. She told her mom that a person was hiding in her closet. Unsettled by what her daughter had said, she immediately heads over and checks the closet.
I'm not proving nothing, but as someone who takes care of a lot of like children, infants, babies, I have had many a nights when those situations happen, when they just straight up, and not even here. I have had situations where I was woken up in the middle of the night, turned around on the bed, and then saw a Chucky the doll, murderer-sized infant, just hanging out right next to my bed. Didn't say a word. Was just dead staring me in the face. When I tell you, I yelled bloody murder. It was genuine. I now know what my death gargle is gonna be when I actually get axe murdered because of that instance. And all it was is what made it worse is that they told me that they saw that there's somebody outside their window. They told me there's someone outside my window. I'm like somebody out in the street, and they're like, no, he's at the window trying to talk to me. And I'm like, no. And I freaking, nah, son. I freaking nah. But of course, I go out. What am I gonna do? I'm the freaking. I gotta be the guy. I gotta be the guy that freaking steps on the spider when the freaking spider shows up. You know, like a freak. Crud. I'm the guy. That's why I gotta be the one that gets murdered. There wasn't nothing. I didn't see nothing. Doggos, don't. Doggos, no, don't. That genuinely made my heart skip. Deku, that is Papa Monkey getting home from work. You relax now. Okay. No. You want a jump scare? That's gonna be the doggos. All right. Nah. I checked out the scene. Unfortunately, at the time, boy, this was years ago. I didn't have no freaking camera system like I do nowadays. But oh good lord, dude, no. And there's been many occasions like that.
My daughter has informed me that there is a person in her closet that keeps smiling at her. Let's go see.
Okay, now the first thing is you burn the closet. Is it like a standalone? It's not a standalone, crud. Okay.
That's a person.
There's a person?
Where at?
Can you show me where the person is?
Where else is it gonna be, Mama? It's in the frickin' closet. He normally hangs out there.
Is it Elsa?
No.
No?
I'm scared.
You're scared?
Yeah.
Okay. Can you show me where the person is? Is it a kid person or a grown-up person?
Grown-up person.
A It's a grown-up person?
Grown-up person, okay.
You want to wear your Elmo costume?
I have to imagine, in instances, like, again, I want the ghost to be real, but, if it's not, is the child having nightmares, you know, where it actually sees that in the nightmare, you know what I mean?
There's a grown-up person in your closet?
I can see that, I used to have that.
And it's right there?
But then again, I used to have sleep paralysis, like, consistently, so maybe the child has sleep paralysis as well.
You're scared?
Like, with the bed being there, the pillow being there, I could definitely see, like, in my sleep paralysis nightmares, it used to, like I would have different demons, right? Different sleep paralysis demons. But most of the times, they would sometimes, not most times, but there would be the odd occasion where it would either, maybe it was sleep paralysis, maybe it was just a nightmare, but I would be in a sleep paralysis in my nightmare, and the entity would, like, drag me out of my bed, and for some reason into my bathroom. And I just knew instinctually that if I was dragged into the bathroom, the door would close and I would be killed, or I would die, or whatever, and no one would see me. Like a movie. And I don't know why, but that was the nightmare, and the nightmare was me trying to avoid, like, clawing at the rug to keep away from the frickin' bathroom. And so it's like, I could definitely see children having nightmares or sleep paralysis demons, stuff like that, about that. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I had to explain this all away.
For some reason, Susan's daughter is frightened by something in her closet.
Now, let's
She
see if there's
seems to be
anything
genuinely
extra here. What do we
scared,
see?
as though
Does it
someone
have,
is
like,
actually
footage?
there.
Do we have,
But, as
or
we
is
can
this just
see,
this?
no one is inside.
Yeah?
Now, in the closet, there's a box that apparently forms a face if you squint your eyes. Some believe that this is what her daughter had seen. But in a short video responding to comments regarding the box, Susan says this.
There is like a woman-shaped thing on the box, which is very strange. So I take the box out. I took all the clothes out of that in case that was like causing a shadow or something. So I took
Nice. So that is the move. And then we immediately move on to incense burning after that. As, you know, burn some sage and stuff. You still got those kinds of nightmares? Bro, that stuff is freaking, hey.
took all the clothes out of the back of that closet. I took the box out. And she still
Yeah,
saw...
no, that's the problem. Well, at the very least, I don't have those kinds of nightmares anymore. I will occasionally still have sleep paralysis, like, nightmares, unfortunately.
The person. Oh, someone's at my door.
Very rare
She still saw the
nowadays, though.
person. She said that they're still there, and they're still smiling at her.
So then, if it wasn't the box, then what was it? It's unknown what she saw, but Susan has locked the closet in the hopes that her daughter would stop crying at night. Ever since locking it, she's been sleeping peacefully. Whatever it might have been that her child saw, Susan continues to keep an eye on the closet in case anything strange happens.
Definitely not definitive evidence by any means, but it's very interesting that it stopped as soon as she freaking locks it. Isn't that just nightmare fuel?
There's a place in Ohio known as
No, at this point, I'll be real with you. At a certain point, the sleep paralysis, like, it stops being a thing. Like, it genuinely is like, oh, we're doing this again? What it do? Like, you know, at a certain point, you just sort of learn what's happening. You kind of, and that's the cool thing about, like, a lot of stuff in life, is that you sort of, like, you know, what am I gonna do? At a certain point, you can't, like, be scared of the freaking nightmare demons. Like, eventually, you're gonna be, like, someday it's gonna be a real demon, right? And I'm gonna be in trouble. But it's just, like, by then, it's just gonna be, like, the boy who cried wolf is gonna be like, yeah, whatever, do your thing, whatever you say, Beelzebub, whatever the frick.
town, and in this place, many people have reported feeling extremely uneasy when coming here.
You know, I'm just
To
over
some
it at this
people,
point.
this isn't surprising, considering the horrifying events that occurred many years ago. Helltown was founded by a group of Native Americans who tragically lost many of its people in a gruesome battle between settlers and colonial troops. A lot of Indians died here, but
like,
those who
real
survived
bad
had left
vibes up in this
Helltown in
place.
search of another home. Fast forward to present-day Helltown, and people are deeply afraid of coming here alone. Many believe that the land is cursed, given the chain of bad luck that ensued when the settlers moved in. On a certain night, Chris Hill, who you might recall from previous videos, decides to visit Helltown.
Okay, but literally, you live in every horror movie and video game, though. So that's on you. That's, like, on you. Look at this image. What are you talking about? Why? Who decides to live here? What?
Town. What he captures on camera is eerie, to say the least. As Chris walks through a dense forest, he finds an old barn house. It's from here on out when things get weird.
Oops, sorry, what? I love.
Barn of Hilltown.
I'm sorry. What a legend! What an absolutely base Giga Chad over here. It's just the one graffiti artist who just spelled weed. What you think? You think that was a full-grown adult? You think that was a freaking middle schooler?
It's the Barn of Hilltown.
You're hiding a jackal. I was gonna say too. Is chat not freaking like appearing? What the frick? My chat box like not showing or what?
Now, nothing too strange happens here, but when Chris decides to explore beyond the barn, things take a very creepy turn. Watch.
What is up with that? Green lamps? I will figure that out later. Screw it. I wonder if it has anything to do with the name change on the channel.
This is kind of creepy.
I'll fix that, don't worry. You saw what light too? Hold on, what light? What light? Hold on. What? What I missed? I was looking at this. I was looking at the numbers after.
It's the Barn of Hilltown.
Now, nothing too strange happens here.
Was this okay? The scary was the numbers. Okay, I thought there was like something happening.
When Chris decides to explore beyond the barn, things take a very creepy turn. Watch.
Yeah, this is kind of creepy.
Is that a rope? I didn't see. Are you talking like the little speck of light on the left, baby?
Back here.
What I missed? Oh, I'm missing all the good stuff, aren't I? I'm looking at the rafters. I'm looking at the rafters. I found it! It's a PP! It's red! I found it, guys. I found it. I see it. I see it. I did see it. I found it. I saw it. For me.
I'm surprised this barn is still standing despite how old it is. What the hell is that? What the fuck?
Nah! Nah! No! 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 That sounds like multiple animals at once, all screaming out in torture and pain. I could even hear a monkey or something. That's either fake or that is straight up a demon.
What the f is that?
It's toying with you. Run! Camera battery died. Oh, come the frick on. But unfortunately, the noises stopped by then, so I started walking in the direction I heard the noises to find out what was making the sounds. Just on the off chance it's a wild animal, like you strapped, right? Like that sounded like bloody murder, dude. No.
It goes without saying, but Chris was totally spooked. Somewhere not too far from him, a bunch of howling noises are heard. Understandably, he starts to get anxious. Although it's unclear as to what this was, it seems more than likely that a pack of coyotes were howling collectively.
Freaking, you had to put that image. What is that picture? Freaking A. Look at it. It really looks like somebody just made the funniest freaking joke ever. You know, it's just like, what was? And then I told her. And then I told her, I couldn't think of a joke. I failed that so freaking bad on that. And I told her, shoulder, I barely even know her. You know, like y'all remember Ed from the freaking the Lion King?
Regardless, coyote or not, the sudden cries coming from the pitch darkness had Chris on edge. But as if tonight couldn't get any more creepy, this happens. Not long after hearing the howling noises, he proceeds to explore the rest of Helltown. As he walks with caution, he immediately stops.
Why? Why?
I keep hearing something. It sounds like it's following me.
Okay, if it sounds like someone's following you, it's probably following you. Yeah, there you go, Ed, yeah! The hyena! I gotta go back, now that we mentioned it. I'm sorry, I'm ruining the fear here, but this dude looks like... Like, this dude looks like Ed. This dude looks like that one guy on YouTube that makes the shorts that goes, You know what I'm talking about? I love
Regardless,
it. Alright, back to the scary. Get serious about this, okay? If you don't know, you might see him. The algorithm is strong with him right now. Sorry for the heavy breathing, I was a little nervous. No, I totally understand, bro. This is when people should be buying those, like, 9 billion lumen, like, Amazon things, you know what I mean? Freaking obliterate a ghost with all the freaking lumens, bro. Burn it away. Those are two eyeballs. That is 2 reflections of an eye? That was 2 reflections
I can hear it.
of eyeballs looking at you. Of something. Is that a coyote? A wild? What is that? Something is definitely following you, bro.
What looks to be a pair of glowing eyes appear in the distance. It seems to be gazing at Chris as it hides behind the grass.
And it
It's
runs
as
away.
if it were stalking him. Now Chris immediately knew that this was a living thing after seeing it hide away. He further adds that whatever this was had to be taller than the grass around him. Mind you, that the grass was at least 6 feet tall. Given all that's happened before, Chris figured it was best if he left the place at once.
Bro, I was saying it even sounded like, nah, bro. How do they got the balls to go out at night alone? I don't know. I feel like I would have to do like the whole live streaming thing. You know how those like Japanese dudes go out there, like they have like the whole live stream while they're there? I feel like I would have to at least have that, dude. Just to like feel like I'm not alone, you know? Something.
On my way out of here.
I don't know if I could do it alone.
What was supposed to be a fun urban exploration video turned out to be something completely different. Like others who came here before, viewers believe the
Urbex
rumors
Hill,
to be
too.
true.
This is not
Something
somebody who
strange
typically,
resides in Helltown. Whether it's something paranormal or something else,
Like
many
his
agree that
content
it's
is
best to stay
typically
away from
checking
this
out
place.
a lot of like.
Who knows what Helltown
It's
has
typically
become ever
checking
since
out
the
a whole
tragic
lot of,
incidents that happened in the past.
Abandoned urban areas, but not necessarily intended to be scary. He really doesn't try to make them
While
scary.
spending the night
here.
inside an Airbnb, 2 friends get something on camera that they can't seem to explain. The person recording this is known
he's
as Emma
constantly
Jean,
out in, like,
and the reason
abandoned
why she's
places.
filming is because it was just then that her dog Rosie started acting up. Either someone or something was nearby, causing her to bark like crazy.
The
Or at
light,
least
the light
that's what Emma
reflection on her
thought.
eyeballs is crazy.
Now this was strange, as Emma states that Rosie has always been a quiet dog. Unlike most dogs of the same breed, Rosie is best described as being mellow. But as shown in the following clip, she was not her usual.
My puppy, Tiny Dog, never shuts the heck up. Like that's just like I could never claim that a ghost is here because it would basically mean that my house is always haunted constantly 24/7.
Self.
Is there a ghost?
Very fun episode. Jump.
Is there a ghost?
Yeah.
Yeah?
What is this first?
Where's the ghost? Right there? Where? Where is it? She's staring at her with the dog.
Confused as to what she was
freaking
barking
noise
at,
was that? The
Emma
jump scare with the
jokingly
freaking
implies that
laughter
she's
that-
barking at a ghost. Although entertained by this
What was that
notion,
about?
it's what happens next that leaves Emma and her friend completely spooked. Watch.
What the
What?
For just a moment, a mysterious shadow appears on camera before disappearing from sight. As the camera pans around the space, nothing is seen close by to explain the strange shadow. Aside from its odd appearance, Emma further adds that this cryptic silhouette seemingly reaches out for Rosie. It happens real fast, but if you slow the footage, you'll see what many viewers have noted. Its rapid movement
paper.
and Rosie's reaction to it have led some to believe that this
It's not
might have been the
paper.
spirit of a cat who passed away inside
No,
this
it's not paper.
Airbnb. But viewers have
No,
noted
it's this paper right here. It's like flapping. See it? It flaps.
its appearance. Emma further adds that this cryptic silhouette seemingly
It's-
reaches
it's
out for
literally
Rosie.
paper. It's literally the
It
paper
happens real
flapping.
fast, but if you slow the footage, you'll see what many
I'm
viewers
assuming
have
just-
noted.
That's just from
Odd
the dog
appearance,
sprinting
mysterious
past
shadow.
the paper, the wind, little fuzzball, just has a lot of drag. Yeah, you can even hear the paper flutter. I could hear it. I could audibly hear the paper fluttering.
Completely spooked. Watch.
Yeah, it was totally that piece of paper. And it's
For
the
just
light
a
from over
moment,
here
a
shining.
mysterious shadow
that's what
appears on
created.
camera before disappearing from sight. As the camera pans around the space, nothing
was
is
either-
seen
it
close
was- it was
by to
either
explain the strange shadow. Aside from its odd appearance,
I don't know
Emma
how
further
exactly
adds that this cryptic
like, it
silhouette
happened,
seemingly
what
reaches
part
out
is
for
what.
Rosie.
Might be that little
It happens
keychain
real
thing or
fast,
something,
but if you
no,
slow the
I'm pretty sure
footage,
it's that
you'll
paper.
see what many viewers have noted. Its rapid movement and Rosie's reaction to it have led some to believe that this might have been the spirit of a cat who passed away inside this Airbnb. But regardless of whatever this might have been, Emma was definitely shaken up by the sudden appearance of this mysterious shadow that is yet to be identified.
I don't know about that one. I didn't really feel
It's
that
around 2:30 in the morning when a man films himself reacting to online videos. The man in this video is known as Zark, and unlike his previous reaction videos, this one captures something that has left him extremely terrified. Now, this isn't the first time Zark was frightened by something in his home. You might recall from previous videos about the strange occurrences that his family encountered in their old apartment.
one. Okay, yeah, I remember this guy. It's starting to get a little too freaking often with him though.
From small pets that would
What's
often
going on
turn
now?
up dead the next day after being brought home, to clocks on the wall that would mysteriously stop working even though they were just recently replaced. It's safe to say that Zark has had plenty of creepy experiences, but nothing compares to what happened recently in his new home. Just like before, he gets on camera all that's been happening. The following are things that have taken place only weeks after moving into his new apartment.
So I hope you can see the clock is stuck. It's most probably a battery fault, but two clocks going at the same time, it's obviously is very suspicious.
Okay, yeah, I'm sorry, but like even when I moved all my fish, like they couldn't handle the trauma of moving. It's stressful. It's very stressful for fish to be like have a tank emptied, taken somewhere, refilled, everything, brand new water. It might not be the best water for them at the time. You know, like it's way too stressful for a fish. Honestly, that's pretty normal.
Alright, goodbye.
Nobody was there. Well, yeah, you took like 2 minutes to get the
Suffice it
water.
to say,
I got
things
places
have not
to be. I
changed
got
since
other
moving
jugs to
out.
pick up.
The same odd occurrences that took place in their old apartment are happening here as well. Clocks suddenly stop working, and pets mysteriously start dying. But creepiest of all,
really
the doorbell
want
goes
to
off when no one is at the
chug
door.
with you.
Now, of course,
Bro was
it
out there
could be
singing,
that
bro,
someone
the
had
whole
rang the
time. You didn't
doorbell
show
as a
up. He had
prank,
to go.
like Zark mentions.
He
But it's
really
what
was,
happens
too.
only a
Chug
few
chug
nights
with you.
later that makes the doorbell incident all the more creepy. It's late at night
'Cause he's a
when
pro
Zark
Fortnite
captures
gamer.
this.
The frick is that?
Strangely, the keys to the door start moving on their own. Initially thinking that a breeze had moved the keys, Zark checks to see if there's a draft, but he finds nothing. The keys seem to have moved by themselves. Feeling pretty spooked, he tries his best to forget about this incident, but fast forward to only a few days later, and things get a whole lot strange. One night, Zark is making a reaction video while filming himself in his living room. It was past midnight, so he didn't expect anyone to disturb him, but little did he know that someone or something would still interrupt his video. Take a look.
Okay, well now we're back. Now bro, we really just got the whole freaking, like, all the past episodes, like the recap, and now we're back to the modern day, the present. I love it.
Oh, there is the white shadow.
Where is he going? Bro, I don't like Jehovah's Witnesses, like, coming up to my house either, but you gotta answer the door quickly to see if there's anyone actually out there. Does this lead to the outside, or is this like a closet or something? I'm gonna feel real stupid if this is like a closet. Okay, no, never mind. What was that? Oh, tell me he got jump scared.
As if things couldn't get any more terrifying, this happens. A loud bang is heard at the door, scaring the living daylights out of Zark. He backs away slowly, fearing that something dangerous is at the door.
I thought I was gonna keep
but
the
just
phone
like before,
footage.
nothing is there. Naturally, he was scared beyond belief. In fact, he was so scared that in a follow-up video, Zark couldn't help but express his feelings about everything. Watching the video, you can see how much of an impact these occurrences had on his well-being.
You know, the ghost is not scary. They just f your life up. You see, the worst part of the haunting is not the activity which happens at night or any noise disturbance or
It's just like unrelenting. If this is like all legit, that's gotta be so freaking like just non-stop, just never getting a chance to freaking get a break, a breather.
sorry.
Clearly, these occurrences have taken a toll on Zark's mental health. He can't help but think that something from his previous home has followed him into his new apartment. The activity won't stop, and it seems to be getting worse. However, for just a short period, nothing strange had occurred. But then one night, the most disturbing thing was caught on camera. Zark is woken up by someone knocking at the door. Treading carefully towards the door, he captures this.
Okay, full-blown door ring. Three o'clock at night, dude. Nah, Ghost, get out of here, bro. I gotta sleep. I got work tomorrow. He really don't want to answer. Oh, bro, it's gonna be a jump scare and a half. Nah. Just keeps ringing the doorbell.
Can you please stop it?
Oh, dude, I'm telling, I would. Just to see. But would that be like inviting a demon into your house, you know? No! Do not open the door. Never mind what I said. Do not open that door! Bolt it! No.
The voice of Zark's child is heard outside his door, but when checking on his son, he's clearly lying in bed. If his child was in his room, then who or what was mimicking his son? Like previous occurrences, Zark is baffled by this incident. He continues to document anything strange that happens in the hopes that someone could help him and his family. But based on recent videos, it seems they have yet to receive proper help. So then, just what exactly is happening here? To this day, Zark has no definitive answer
that
to this
demon
question.
is totally trying to get invited into your house and take over your child.
If you caught something creepy on camera, or if there's any ghost
son.
videos you'd like me to check out and include in the next compilation, you can send them over to scaryvideos444 at gmail.com. That being said, let's get back to the video. On August 16 of 2019, at approximately 11 p.m., an employee named Rachel Mogg was looking over at security footage from inside a nightclub when something very strange caught her attention. The club had already closed, and Rachel was sure that no one was left inside, but the footage recorded by the club's security cameras appears to show otherwise. According to Rachel, the video recording shows someone who still hasn't left, but that someone doesn't look to be a full-grown adult, but rather a small child. Even stranger is that whoever this child is, they have a very distinct appearance. The video recording seen by Rachel and other employees of this nightclub is unusual, to say the least. This is what was caught.
Oh my god! Shoot me up. Oh my god. I'm so scared.
I will get on top of the chat box situation, my dudes. I'm so sorry.
That's crazy. Oh my god.
What is it?
Yeah,
that one's wild,
doesn't it?
As heard on camera, Rachel's friends, including herself, were left baffled by this footage. Around the tables, a small, translucent figure can be seen approaching the dance floor before turning around and walking back to where it came from. It kinda seems to hesitate for a second, as if feeling unsure about stepping on the dance floor. Whatever this might have been, Rachel is sure that something supernatural was caught on camera, but whether ghost or not, the verdict is yours to make. Just what exactly had appeared inside this nightclub?
Dude. But why in a nightclub?
This last
What's the
video was
history
submitted
of
to
that
me by Zach
nightclub?
Attack, who says that he found the video on Facebook. The person in the video apparently had a life-threatening surgery that not many patients survive from. Fortunately for this person, the procedure worked out well. Now in the video, they had just woken up after the surgery, but strangely, they were overcome with a sense of dread. Something about the room they were in just didn't feel right. They further add that a faint buzzing sound was coming from somewhere in the room. So, as an attempt to record the sound, they captured this.
Did someone's head just
As
pass
the
by?
patient pans the camera, a dark figure passes right in front of him. This mysterious silhouette appears right beside them before running out of frame. They didn't see the passing figure until much later after watching the video. Now those who've seen the clip believe that a patient's ghost was caught on camera. Others, however, believe that something ominous was captured, as the patient claims they were overcome with a sense of dread. But, ghost or not, I'll let you come up with your own conclusions. Had something ghostly been caught on camera? Or
That'd be
was something
insane.
else
You think
captured?
it's like the spirit of death? Like, you got away from me this time, you little punk.
Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed.
Freaking A, dude.
Also, if you haven't already done so, please subscribe and make sure to hit the bell icon so you don't miss any uploads in the future. That being
react
said,
to my dude,
until
'cause our
next
bro
time.
deserves it. Let me put myself back on the other side. Like, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on Twitch. Live reactions every Friday, so swing by.